Hello folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, welcome back to the Pook Predictz, and today I'm shooting a great video that every one of us should be looking at. Supremacy, continental supremacy, a match that is going to take the world down this Saturday, the 1st, that is tomorrow, 1st of June, a match between Borussia Dortmund playing against Real Madrid, continental supremacy, a great championship, a great match to watch, quality partners, quality opponents, and it's worth watching. The match will be playing from Wembley Stadium. It's a final and it's one of the best awaited matches. So we are expecting the underdogs, that is the Borussia Dortmund, as many people think, that they'll be going down and against the great champions of the same league, people who outshined the champions of the UEFA Champions League, the Manchester City, in the quarters. So I don't know. Yes, and another thing that we have to take into consideration is that the match will be playing at around 10 p.m. That is East African time, and everybody should be watching. So in this video, I'll be providing the statistics, analytics, and anything that you need to know about that match, including the injury news and whoever is going to miss the match or not. And above all, I'll sweet it up and crown it up by sharing my predictions on the same match. Sit tight, buckle up as we enjoy this video. Yes, welcome back. So actually on this Saturday we'll be having a great match, and as I said earlier, the match is going between Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund, they have not been having a great season this time, especially the great season I'm talking about is the season for the Bundesliga. They're finishing the 5th, which is almost the worst. Like the other time they finished the 7th, and it's not one of the best occasions, but then we are expecting a great match and a great action, because if you watch the semi-finals of Borussia Dortmund, you know that they are worthy and they deserve whatever is going to be given to them. So the frequent foes in the Champions League campaigns are gone by, and Dortmund and Real Madrid, they are now ready. Cross the paths for the 14 occasions of the European Championship and competitions. And unsurprisingly, it's something which is so sweet about this match is that key players that you think from Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid all will be in action. The most recent, their success arrived in the playoff group meetings 2017-2018 season, which is something that is worth noting. And another thing that you have to note is that Dortmund, they have never come up to this position ever since the 2013-2014 season, which is something that we have to check, and we have to know that it's a motivating factor for them to be, as they go to play this game. And another thing that you have to consider is that when it comes to football, sometimes they can disappoint us. You remember the Conference League, we were talking about teams like Olympiacos. Olympiacos outshined Fiorentina at the final. Fiorentina suffering again another loss at the final. Last year they suffered a loss against West Ham, and this year Olympiacos. So this match, when you come into this match, you just have to come open-minded and put whatever you know about the supremacy of the teams aside, and then you see what it's going to be, because the two teams, they have met in the finals. First they met in the 1997-1998 finals, but then Real won at that time, and the 2013 they met, but then Dortmund won that match and they never qualified, but then not in the final. But in the heads in the final, this is one of the best, and it's one of the best awaited moment. So if you consider how the two teams got themselves into this position, you have to understand that in the end of the era of the UEFA Champions League now, Dortmund, they qualified after beating PSG home and away. I know it's something that nobody ever saw. There were many crossbars from PSG. They should be joining this match, but then they were not available to journey the match. And right now, Real Madrid, they survived. If I can say, they survived. The first leg ended on a great draw, a 2-2 draw against the Bayern, and the second led, they survived on a 2-1. So it's something worth noting, and something that we have to experience, and something that we have to consider, that now this is the current form and this is the current match. We have to put whatever success or whatever losses, whatever challenges they are, because at the end of the day, one thing you have to note is that this match, it's not going to be an easy match. And for Dortmund, I think one thing that they need in this match is a big mentality. The same mentality that they used to beat PSG, they need the same mentality if they want to win this match, because at the end of the day, Real Madrid, I know they're prepared and they always have this mentality of winning, because if you watch how they played against Man City, it was a good match, even though it was the penalties, but then it was something that was good. And going against Dortmund, they're in a great form right now. Then another thing that we have to check out now, maybe we can look at how the state of the teams are. What do you think? How is the defense of the team? How is the attacking ability of the team? Who do we expect to be playing in this match? What are the head-to-head statistics of the match? And maybe we can start from the Dortmund's defense. Dortmund's defense must be very stable for them to go against the Real Madrid, because Real Madrid has the best attacking system. And in the two teams, Dortmund did not consider goal the two teams against the PSG. That's something worth noting, because they had a great defense, and PSG only survived on crossbars, you see. And the goalkeeper Gregor, he has been incredible, good success. And we hope that the two centre backs who have been on the top, that's the Armels and the Nico, they will be defending the game again, they'll be playing the game again, and we expect nothing but the best. So the question becomes, will they be able to stop the attacking system of Real Madrid? That's a question that we have to talk about, because at the end of the day, we need an aggressive system of defense, so that even if they gain a goal, they don't consider a goal, because that's what football is about. It's not about scoring goals, it's also about, are you able to defend those goals that you score? So from what I see, from where I sit, I think it might not be that tough, yes, for them to penetrate, but then it is a good defense system. And another thing that we have to talk about now, who will be on the goal for Real Madrid? Real Madrid, of late we have been seeing Lunin being on the goalkeeping position, but then Lunin right now is not winning. It's not verified if he will be playing the match, because he's having a little cold or a little illness, experiencing a little illness, and that leaves the coach, that is Ancelotti, to be having a good option to go with the first keeper, who is the Thibaut Courtois. But then it is not something that we expect. It's something that we are so sure about, because if you ask me, my opinion could have been that Lunin to play, because Lunin has brought that team a very far distance, and I think he deserves, whatever it is, he deserves to be on that post to do what he does best. And the decision that might be made with Ancelotti, as a fan of Real Madrid, I'll support it, of course. But then what matters at the end of the day is the victory. So another thing that we have to be considerate is about Dortmund. Will they be attacking enough? Because when you talk about Dortmund, you know, people like the great Dortmund people, Adeyemi, you know, Jadon Sancho, the Flemberg guy, he's been on a good form right now. And the good question to ask ourselves is, will Dani Carvajal be able to defend? Will mainly be able to withhold the good dribbles from the good guys, the good dribbles from Sancho and other people? But then at the end of the day, what matters is the form of the team. That's the defense system of the team. At least another thing that we have to talk about is that the wingers, it is important to know that the Dortmund wingers will have a huge opportunity to drop in if the other team, that's the Real Madrid, they are not really prepared, because the fullbacks and Edin Terzic will not be playing, because it won't be a good thing for him. He's not in a good form at the moment, if you ask me. Then the midfield that we have to talk about, the midfield for Real Madrid actually is one of the best midfields I've ever seen, and they have a big strength, and they are visibly a game-winning plus 28 too. But then we expect a guy like Toni Kroos, who made a decision to retire this season to be playing, and we expect nothing but a great match, a marvelous match to watch. And one thing that I can wish for is for them to win, because it's going to be a great success. Him winning, carrying the trophy, and exiting the team will be one of the best things. So the people we expect to be playing on the Wembley on this Saturday, we expect the great guy Jude Bellingham, who was a former team of Borussia Dortmund. You know, you playing against your team, it's something of the best because it gives some motivation. I don't know why, but then it always happens. Something funny is that those people who used to play for the team, they always score. So will Jude Bellingham score a goal? I don't know about that. So we expect Bellingham to be scoring. Toni Kroos, Modric, Ceballos, Adagala has been scoring some goals of lately, and Valverde and Camavinga is one of my best players when it comes to being a strong guy and doing whatever he can do. So we expect Falcao to be leading the team, that is the Borussia Dortmund, into the scoring ability, and Madrid stars, talk of Rodri, talk of Vinicius, talk of Giselle and Bellingham, have all scored many goals, but the question will be, will they be able to find a solution to penetrate through Dortmund? That's one thing that we don't know yet, but then we'll be able to watch about it. So the possible lineup that I'll be expecting Kobel to be on the post for Dortmund, Rierson, Hamel, Stolberg, and Marcel Sabitzer, maybe Sancho, Ken, Brandt, Adeyemi also, and Falcao, who has brought the team into the final using his good abilities. Real Madrid post for starting lineup, we expect Courtois, because as I told you earlier, the man is not in the best condition health-wise. Carvajal, Rudiger, Nacho, Mendy, Valverde, Camavinga, Kroos, and Bellingham, Rodri, and of course, the greatest of all, Vinicius Jr. will be expected to be seen in this match. So if we consider the head-to-head statistics of the two teams they've met, if I consider the last 6 occasions, over the last 6 occasions, Real Madrid has won 3 of the matches, and Dortmund has won 1 of the matches, and there has been 2 draws out of the 6 meetings that they have had. That is drawing back from 2014 up to 2017. So that is not important to us, because at the end of the day, what matters, that is the statistics of the UEFA Champions League to be safe. The two teams, they are in a good form. They have performed very well, incredibly well, if you ask me. And if you consider Borussia Dortmund, they have had 4 wins in their last 6 matches, 1 loss and 1 draw. That is the Champions League form. And in a general competitions, all competitions, they have had 4 wins and 2 losses. The Real Madrid, they have had 3 wins and 3 draws in all competitions. 3 wins and 3 draws in the Champions League, because if you remember, much like them against the Bayern, it was a draw. So, and in all competitions, they have had 4 wins and 2 draws, which is a good thing. Real Madrid, they stand in the first position in the Spain, and as I said earlier, Borussia Dortmund in the 5th position, not in the best position to be. And another thing that we have to take note is that when it comes to the goal scoring ability, we don't expect much goals, and at the same time, we don't know how many goals we can be expecting, because the two teams, they concede and they score goals in a very good way. Talk of example, for example, they have not been beaten in the last 12 straight match crashes in the Champions League, which is a good win. They have been either drawing or winning. They are defeated in the 22 of their last 24 Champions League matches. Those suggest statistics, and they have always managed to score over 1 goals in either competitions. Another thing about Dortmund is that they have a series of 3 consecutive league wins, that is including the PSG, that's what I'm saying. And another thing you have to take note is that they have 10 straight home win without a defeat marks. That is for the Borussia Dortmund. The odds at the moment concerning the bookmakers, I'm using 1xBet for the reference. The odds for Borussia Dortmund to win is lying at 5.2, a draw 4.1, for Real Madrid to win 1.616, a BTTS at 1.75, and no BTTS at 2.026, over 2.5 goals 1.725, under 2.52 goals 2.12 odds. That tells you something, that we expect at least 3 goals, and we expect a BTTS in this match but then it might not surprise us if the match ends on a draw. A draw is highly probable. So for the injury news that we are having is that Dortmund doctors are nursing some of the couples of the stars. That is the Rami Bazanbain, who is having a knee injury, and Julian Duranville, who is having a muscle injury, and Matomori, who is having a general illness. Another thing, we're not so sure if Sebastian Aller will be back, and we don't know if he will be back in action. For the Real Madrid, David Alaba, it's not yet confirmed if he will be playing this match. And another guy is Tchouaméni and Nacho Fernandez. We don't know. Lunin, not in a good condition, but he traveled to Wembley, so we don't know if he'll be playing or not. And another guy to check out is that the people who are questionable is Mori, as I said earlier. Duranville is having a muscle injury. Ara won't be playing, and Bazanbain will be playing. Alaba is having a knee injury, and Tchouaméni a leg injury. Those are the injury statistics. So there's no sweetness or there's no good if I say all those things. I tell you everything and I don't give you my predictions. So coming to this match, the predictions, the two teams, they have had a long trail of dramatic ups and downs, but then they have high quality games and they have qualified for whatever they're going to play. So, and there's a reason why I'm siding with many other options other than just going with the 1x2, because I think the two teams, they are equal to the task. My predictions, the first one is for Real Madrid to win the cup, live at 1.4 odds. Real Madrid to win the cup. I wouldn't be surprised if Borussia wins the cup, but then I'm siding with Real Madrid. And for another option that I'm taking is the corners. I'm taking over at least 5 corners for Real Madrid at the end of the match. That is over 4.5 for Real Madrid. Another one is I'm taking a general total corners of 10, over 10, not over 10.5, but over 10. Another one, I'm moving with the shots on goal, and I'm predicting that there'll be at least 10 shots on goal, over 9.5, lying at 2 odds, or you can go with an over 9 at an order 1.82. The other option that I'm taking is an option of throw-ins, and I'm moving with over 30 throw-ins at the end of the match. The reason for throw-ins, I've never done a video where I take the throw-in strategy, but I'll do it someday. And the reason is that this match, we expect a very tight match, and in any case, most of the balls will be directed to the outside of the pitch, especially concerning the two teams have a higher attacking ability. So we expect either corners or throw-ins at the end of the match. My prediction in a 1x2, I could have sided with Real Madrid winning. Those are the analysis and the predictions for the match for today. A great match that we expect, and a great match for everyone to be watching. The match between the great champions, the great worthy opponents, that is Borussia Dortmund playing against the champions of all times, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, here we come, and we are going to win this. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep it tight. Always subscribe, like, and above all, to share the videos. I'll see you in the next video, my guys. Don't always forget to share your predictions concerning this match. Share your correct score, and above all, tell me, who do you think is going to win this match? Until another time, keep safe.